Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, and welcome if you're new. I'm Josephine. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful short dress. This is what you like to learn. Watch this video to the end. Thank you. So on this pattern paper, I'll be drafting my front upper body. I'll go ahead and mark 1/2 inch at the upper part. Then I'll connect it with a ruler. That will serve as our starting line. After that, I'll go ahead and start marking our lines. From my shoulder to my chest line, I'll be using 8 inches. So that is why I placed my tape on the 1/2 inch I marked. That's the chest line. Then I went downward and marked my under bust measurement and my waist measurement. I'll do the same thing to the other side, my under bust and my waist measurement. The waist I'm using is 19.5, but I added 1/2 inch for joining at the lower part. That's the upper part and the lower part together. So I'm going to connect it to the straight ruler. This is me labeling my under bust, my waist, and the 1/2 inch is my chest line. So I'll go ahead now and mark my nipple to nipple measurements. I'll do that on my waist and on my chest line, then I'll connect it to the straight ruler. After doing that, I'll go ahead and start marking my body measurement. For my bust measurement, I'll be dividing my round bust divided by 2 plus 1.5. If you're a bust of 40 downward, you add 1 inch for it. Then after adding it, you go ahead and divide it into 2. Whatever you get, you mark there. And for the waist, you divide your round waist by 2 plus 0.5 inch. So that is what I will be marking on my bust and on my waistline. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect it to the straight ruler. That same measurement I marked on my chest line, that's my bust measurement, I'll go ahead and mark it on my waistline. Then I'll connect it with a straight ruler to my chest line. Next, from my shoulder line, that's my chest line, I'll go down and mark my bust line. For this, I'm using 12 inch for my bust line. Next, to go ahead and start taking our dart. So from your waistline you marked initial, you're going to take the extra inch, then you use it for your dart. I got 2 inches. That's from the waistline I marked to that bust measurement. So I'll connect the 1 inch to my bust point line like so. Then on the chest line, I'm going to mark my round upper bust measurements. Then I'll mark it there. Whatever I get, I'm going to use it for my dart also. So after marking that, I got 2 inch extra. So I'm going to be marking the 1 inch on each side. Then I'll connect it to the bust point line also. We've gotten all our measurement, just remaining the under bust. So this is me marking my under bust measurement divided by 2 plus 0.5 also, then also divided by 2. So that is what I marked there. Then I checked the extra I have 2.5. Then I'll check the total I already marked from my under bust. I only got 1 inch. So the 1.5, I'll be distributing it within each other. So this is me marking it and connecting it to the waistline. So let's go ahead and get our curve. That's our bust curve. I'll just place my curve ruler like so from my under bust to my bust point line. Just watch the way I curve it, then you do the same thing. Let's go ahead and add our 1-inch allowance. After connecting them together, we'll go ahead and cut it out. This is it after cutting out, so I'll go ahead and start labeling. That arrow now, I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch for joining. That's when I'm cutting it on my fabric. This is the center front, it should be cut on fold. Then this is the side front, it should be cut 2 pieces. This is our back pattern. I've gone ahead to mark the 1/2 inch. That's my starting line. So I'm going to be marking downward my measurements. From the 1/2 inch, I'm marking 11 inch for my bust point line. Then 17.5 for my waist. But for this, I'll be adding 1/2 inch, which I'll be marking 18 inch. Half will be for joining the upper part and the lower part. So I'm going to mark it on the other side also and connect it with a straight ruler. I went ahead to mark my nipple to nipple measurement. I connect it and I went ahead to mark my back bust measurement and the back waist measurement, forgetting to mark my zipper allowance. So I'll go back and mark the zipper allowance. For this, I'll be using 1 inch. So this is me marking my zipper allowance. I'll be marking 1 inch. Then I'll connect it with a straight ruler. On my nipple to nipple measurement line I marked, I will also go inward by 1 inch. That will be my new nipple to nipple measurement. And I'll also extend my back waist measurement and my back bust measurement also by 1 inch. I'm going to be writing down how I got the back waist measurement and the back bust measurement for you guys. After marking the measurements, we'll go ahead and connect the line. So I'll mark the same measurement I marked on my chest line, just the way I did for the front. I'm going to mark the same measurement on my waistline and I'll use that for my darts. After marking that, I'll go to my chest line. I'll also take my round upper bust measurement also. Whatever I get, I'm going to also use it for my darts. I'll go ahead and connect the marking at the waist to the marking at the chest line like so. This is me marking my allowance. I'm going to be adding 1 inch allowance. After that, I'll go ahead and work on my zipper. So on my waistline, I'm going to go inward by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it to the 1 inch I marked inward initial. If your back is not that deep, just go inward by 1/2 inch. Me, I'm using 1 inch because I have a very deep back. So from the 1-inch line we marked initial for the zipper allowance, I will just connect it like so. After that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is it after cutting it out. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to use my tape to join them together. So this is it after joining it together. So I'll go ahead and label it so that when I finish cutting it, I won't be confused. I'll be cutting 4 pieces of this because I'll be using it for both the lining, and for the center front I'll be cutting 2 pieces. You remember the center front should be on fold. I'll cut 2 pieces of it. Then the side front I'll be cutting 4 pieces of it. I'll cut it on my fabric and bring it back for us to see. For this dress, I made use of 4 yards of crepe fabric. This is the front down part of my dress. I folded my fabric into 2. To get the down part, you just minus your back upper part from your total measurement. You get the down part. Use your back upper part. So this is me marking downward my waist to hip, which is 8 inches, but I'm marking 8.5 because I'll be using half an inch for joining. So I'm going to rule across it. After that, I'll go ahead and start marking my measurement. Remember the waist measurement you use for the upper part, that's the same one you'll be using for this lower part. Mark my waist plus 1 inch allowance, and I'll also divide my hip measurement by 4. I'll mark it and I'll add 1 inch allowance, and for the lower part I'll take the total hip measurement minus 1. That's the measurement I took on my hip line. I'm going to minus 1 from it. That is what I'm going to mark at the lower part. And this is me curving my waist to my hip line like so. Then I'll mark. After marking at the lower part, I'm going to go ahead and connect it with a ruler. Please don't forget to add your allowance. After doing that, I'll cut it out. This is it after cutting. This is the back lower body folded into 2. So I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch. That is for my zipper allowance. After marking it, I'll connect it to the straight ruler. After doing that, I'll mark my hip waist to hip measurement, which is 8.5 also, and I'll connect it with a straight ruler. Then I'll mark my back waist measurement starting from that 1 inch. I'll mark it, and I'll also mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch also. After marking it, I'm going to use my curve ruler to curve from the waist to the hip. Then at the lower part, I'm going to mark my hip measurement minus 1. Then I'll connect it also with a straight ruler. 1 inch I mark inward for the zipper allowance. I'm going to go in by the waist by 1 inch, then I'll connect it to the hip line like so, just the way we did with the back upper body. So from that 1 inch initial line, I'm going to connect it also like this. After doing this, I'll go ahead and cut it out. This is it after cutting it. You can see we have 2 pieces of it. So let's cut the wrap at the front. So I folded my fabric into 4. One long fabric into 2, another one into 3, because I'm going to be using it both for the lining. So I marked inward 3 inches from the center part. Please don't do that. Mark 1 inch. 1 inch is enough. The 3 inch I marked was very big, so I had to go ahead and reduce it. So mark 1 inch for yours, then you rule across it like this. After ruling across it, you're going to place your front lower body on it, on that line you rule. After placing it on the line, you go ahead and mark the curve. Use your chalk, trace out the side of it, then you cut it out. After doing that, make sure the wrap is longer than the body by 1.5 inch. I use 1.5 inch length longer than the lower body for this. So you can use either 2 inches or you use 1.5, but me, I'm using 1.5. After cutting it out, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to remove one part of it so that I can work on it first before working on the other one. So I'll go ahead and open it up. When you open it up, this is how it's going to look. So I'll turn it to this other side. Then on the waist, I'll mark my nipple to nipple measurement plus 1/2 inch. So I'll rule it straight to the lower part. That line I rule, I'm going to cut across it. This is it after cutting. I'll do the same to the other fabric. These are the upper part of the dress. I've gone ahead to cut them on my fabric. This is the side front. I cut 4 pieces of it and I iron estate to 2. And for the center front, I also cut 2 pieces on fold. I iron estate to 1 also. And for the 4 back, I didn't iron any estate to it. I'm going to take the center front and the 2 side fronts, the ones with estate. This will be the fabric, the main fabric, while the other one without estate will be the lining. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it like so by 1/2 inch. I'll do the same thing on the lining and bring it back for us to see. So this is it after sewing. I've gone ahead to sew both the body and the lining. So this is it. So before we go ahead and join the lining and the main fabric together, you're going to take your bias like so. You first of all, from the upper part, you mark 1/2 inch. Remember, we left 1/2 inch for joining. You mark your 1/2 inch with your chalk. Then you open up your bias, then fold it into 2. Place it on that line you mark, that 1/2 inch line you mark. Then you sew it. After sewing it, then you place the lining on it like this and sew on that same line. After sewing, then you turn it to the front, then attach both the front and the back together. I'll do that and bring it for us to see. So this is the back. I'm going to do the same thing at the back. I'm going to mark the 1/2 inch at the upper part, sew in the bias, then place the other one on it, sew on top of the line, turn it, then stitch them together. I'll do that also and bring it for us to see. So this is the upper front body. I've attached it together, as you can see. And this is the 2 back. I've also gone ahead to sew them. So right now I'm going to be bringing the lower part, then I'll place this upper part on it and sew inward by 1/2 inch at the waist. So this is the wrap we're going to be attaching to the front bodies. So right now I'm going to open it up like so. Then I'll open my bias. The bias, I'll open it up, fold it into two. Then I'll sew like 20 inches first. Then I'll attach it round, leaving the side. I'll attach the place I sewed, that's the long strap I sewed, to the beginning of the dress like this. I'll just place it like so. Then I'll sew on it like this to that end. Then I'll cut it. Then I'll start sewing from the lower part also to the center where we started sewing. Just watch the way I place it. After you're done sewing your bias to the main fabric, you place the other one on it like this and sew on top of the line, top of the bias line, leaving the side open. When you're done sewing on top of the bias line, then you turn it from that part you left open, the side you left open. After turning it, then you stitch down that part. I'll do that and bring it back for us to see. This is the other side. You also sew 20 inches before placing the bias. You place it at the front like this, and also at the lower part you sew it to that side. Then you place the lining on it and sew on top of the line, also leaving the side open. After you're done sewing on top of the line, you turn it, then stitch the opened place. I'll do that and bring it for us to see. This is the back. I've gone ahead to attach the upper part to the lower part by 1/2 inch. This is it. I did that to the two back piece. I've also gone ahead to join the wrap. This is it. And I did the same thing to the other side also. This is the other side of it. Before attaching my front upper body to the lower body, I'm going to trim it down, because if you notice, my front shoulder to waist is more than my back shoulder to waist with 2 inches. So right now I'm going to measure what I have from my shoulder, that's from the chest line to my waist. Then I'll mark that same measurement on the chest line to my waist at the front by the side. Then I'll use my curve ruler to curve it to the center like so. After doing that, I'll cut it out. Then I'll attach it to the lower front body. So I'm going to place it on the down part like so. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and attach it by 1/2 inch. I'll do that and bring it back for us to see. So this is it after attaching them together. So let's attach the wrap to the front body. So I'm going to bring the wrap, that's the two front wrap I sewed, which is this. I'll place it by the side, going up by 1.5 inch. That was why I said you should go up by 1.5 or 2 inch. So I went up by 1.5 inch. So I'm going to place it. I'll take it to my sewing machine. Then I'll attach it to the main body like so. And I'll place the other part on the other side also. And also attach it by 1/2 inch also. After attaching it, I'm going to bring the two back piece, then I'll place it by the side like so. Remember, we left 1 inch allowance, so I'm going to attach the back to the front by 1 inch. I'll do the same thing to the other side of the back too. So I've gone ahead to sew them together. So this is it. I'll go ahead and fold the dress into two so we can take our body measurement before attaching our zip. So at the upper part, that's the chest line, I'm going to take my round upper bust measurement. I'll mark it. I'll take my under bust measurement. Also, I'll mark it. My waist, I'll mark it. Then my hip measurement, I'm also going to mark it. Then I'll mark 1 inch downward. Remember, we left 1 inch for zipper allowance. So on that line I mark, those measurements I took, that I marked, I'm going to transfer the marking to the front part. On that same line, that is where we'll be attaching our zip. I'll do that and I'll bring it back for us to see. The measurements you'll be marking, you divide it by 2. Your round bust measurement divided by 2. That is what you'll be marking on this. After attaching my zip, I'll take my bias and also hem the lower part. I'll do that and bring it back for us to see. Our dress is ready. If you watch this video up to this part, thank you guys so much. If you're just coming across my video for the first time, please like, share and subscribe. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I love you guys and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.